Next Level Mindset, bringing you another powerful and positive video. Powerful ways to overcome depression. We're going to share things that have worked in my life that I know will work for you. And if you stay with this video all the way through, I've got some extra bonus points, insights, and why now is a great time to start over in life. You do not want to miss this. By the fact that you're watching this video right now, this is your confirmation. And this is an early bonus point. Things are turning around for you. Whatever we go through, depression is a part of most people's lives, but it's not necessary as a way of life. So keep that in mind as we go through these. So the first way to overcome depression is to be aware of it, to really just sit down and face it. To face it, when you face it, you can erase it. I found in my life that a lot of times, most of the times we go through depressing moments, the thing that holds us back is trying to deny it, trying to really just deny that it's there. And one of the things that has helped me in my life is to just know that it's there. A lot of times we don't really want to be honest about it. We may be embarrassed about it. Maybe something that we've gone through, some decisions that we have made has brought about certain levels of depression. And what has helped me in my life is simply be honest about it. So keep that in mind as you go through different things in life. And you may be at a point in your life where you've risen above it. You've already overcome it, and you're able to share your testimony with someone else. As I said earlier, depression is a part of most people's lives, but I found out it is not necessary as a way of day-to-day life. We have the ability, we have the power to rise above it. I remember when I was going through a divorce in my life. That divorce was really one of the toughest parts of my life. And for a long time, I denied it. I really didn't want to face it. I even contested the divorce. I didn't want it to happen. And that sadness, that's moments of depression, moments that I just didn't feel like I wanted to live. Those times were there. And I really didn't do better in my life until I took the time and just faced it. Anything that we're willing to face, we could also erase. So overcoming depression, and it's something that we have to realize that being honest about it and facing it is not a sign of weakness. And there's nothing that we need to be embarrassed about. Sometimes we just need to ask for help. And we'll talk more about that coming up in a minute. That is the first thing that has really helped me in my life. Overcoming depression, know that it's there, be aware of it, face it, and be honest about it. That's the way to move on. And the second way to rise above and overcome depression is to just see through it. You are not your depression. I am not my physical bodies. We are not the physical beings that we have inhabited in this earth. There's a time in our lives where we begin to realize that there is a higher self and then there is a lower self, the ego, false self. And what I've learned to do in my life is to realize that depression is not really who I am. One of my affirmations says, I am not the false person I've always thought myself to be. My true identity is spirit, infinite, unlimited, universal truth, which is immortal. I am that I am, and all is well. So I want to encourage you and empower you to keep that in mind. The depression, I've learned to see it as something that passes through, as a moment, not necessarily a part of life. And even now, having overcome certain levels of depression, I may have a depressing moment, but I can choose to never have a depressing day. It is within our power to rise above it and to see through it and know that it is not a part of who we really are. There is a spiritual and divine connection that we have with the great Spirit of God within us, that great I am. So there's a divine part, and then there is a human part. And it is not that divine, spiritual God part of us that is depressed. It is only that ego self, that false human self that feels that depression. So that's another thing that has helped me in my life. Did you know that most people identify with this human life so much that we forget we are not here as humans being spiritual. We are really here as spirits being human. And that is the one thing that has helped me to overcome any type of a depression in my life, knowing that it is not who we really are. We are more than that. You are greater than that. I talk about being destined for greatness. You are still destined for greatness no matter what you've gone through. And I want to encourage you and empower you the next time you feel that sadness coming upon you, that moment of depression, you can see through it, rise above it, and go to the next level. If you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next level mindset. That's where it's at. And by the way, if this is your first time here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay empowered and inspired together. We'd love to have you here as a part of Next Level. And the third way to overcome depression is to develop a now is new mentality, a now is new mindset. The past is gone. That was then, this is now, and now is new. The one thing that has helped me in my life is to know that no matter what has happened in my life, and we all have things that we go through in our lives, right? We all have things that we'll go through in our lives. Some of us are juggling so many things. Things can get out of hand. But I've learned to realize that even though we're juggling all those different tasks in our life, the past is gone. And I like that scripture that says that I'm forgetting those things that are behind, moving forward, going forward with the now is new mindset. That is one thing that has really helped me to rise above, overcome any depression in your life. That was then, this is now, and now is new. There is another affirmation that I have. It says that it is within my power to accept anything that is unchangeable and to change anything that is in my ability to change. I realize that anything that has happened then, there's nothing that I could do about it on today. So that is a powerful way to overcome depression. Develop a now is new mindset. There will be times when family members, friends, or those around you, they'll constantly want to remind you of what you've done in your past. But I want to empower you and encourage you. Rise above it. You are more than that. You're greater than that. This is now, and now is new. Now I've got some extra bonus insights that I want to share with you. But first, I just want to share this with you. Just want to give you a little bit of my new song, Behind the Scenes. It's entitled Without You. Just had to share that with you. Might want to subscribe so you can stay up with that. And you already know about my brand new single, already out, Nobody. It's streaming everywhere right now. Your music is streamed. Go to Spotify, put that on your favorite Spotify playlist, and grab your copy from the Amazon site. Do that with the links in the description. If you are enjoying the content on my channel, you can show your appreciation with a Cash App donation, a super thanks, super chat, buy a coffee, take my books home with you. Any way you want to do it, there are links in the description for you to do just that. And those of you who do that already, I appreciate you. So this first bonus point that I want to share with you, it deals with the idea of having this as a way of life. Remember, we talked about depression is a part of most people's lives, but it doesn't really have to be a way of life. Even myself, I found moments of depression. I never like to let a moment of a depression turn into a full day. And so you have that power. You can simply change your mindset in a heartbeat. And sometimes it's about getting professional help. Sometimes it's about taking it to another level of getting the help we need. As a matter of fact, I did some research. Check this out. This right here is from Symptom Tips Healthcare Guide. And it simply talks about levels of depression. Some of us have different levels. And it says medicine, therapy, or self-help. Sometimes it's not that easy to select the best treatment of depression. Many people think that this is a permanent state and will never end. But even the most severe depression is curable. The problem is that there is not only one panacea, which is simply a fancy word for a solution, that will be the same for everyone. So always be willing to do what you have to do. Maybe you might need to go get some professional therapy. I've had that done. I've had to go get professional help. And a lot of times that's what it takes. The most important thing to remember is that there's nothing wrong with starting over in life. And one of the things that has really helped me in my life is just making a new start. As a matter of fact, check this video out right here coming on the screen, starting a new chapter in life. I think that will be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out and enjoy it. Thanks again to my subscribers and returning viewers. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, share this on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up whatever you do. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.